10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
All right, welcome back to another edition of the Rising Coaches Member Spotlight. Today we are joined by Cooper Battisti, assistant coach at Oklahoma City University. Cooper, what's up, man?
What's up, Adam? How are you?
Good. Most people don't know about the juggernaut that Oklahoma City University is.
Yeah,
big time situation there, right?
correct. I think we hold the most national championships in NAIA. So, yeah, pretty prestigious university.
Like in all sports or in basketball?
I want to say in basketball.
How many banners you got up there?
Like 7.
7 national championships.
Yes, sir.
Pretty good. When was the most recent?
I'm not 100% sure on that. I have to look.
I'm putting you on the spot right away, Cooper. All good. Cooper, how long have you been there?
This is actually my first year here. So last year I was a graduate assistant coach under Kyle Tolan at the University of Arkansas Monticello, and I was getting my master's degree and kind of just finished up there. And Tim Kistner actually got this job here this summer, and I was fortunate enough he let me be a part of the staff, and yeah, I'm living the dream.
I love it. All right, we'll get into that in a little bit, but Cooper, first tell us a little bit about your background. Where are you from, and how did you get into basketball and then eventually coaching?
Yeah, so I'm a small town kid. I'm originally from Alva, Oklahoma, near the Panhandle. Northwestern Oklahoma State University resides there, and my dad actually coached there for over 20 years, and we moved out of Alva when I was in 8th grade and moved to Oklahoma City, where I'm at now. So that's pretty awesome. And I went to high school at Southmore High School, played there 4 years. Played basketball at Southwestern Oklahoma State University in Weatherford for 4 years, and after that, like I said, I coached at the University of Arkansas Monticello last year, and now I'm
Cooper, here. Give me the scouting report. You as a player, you look like a shooting guard for some reason. I don't know why.
This is gonna sound a little weird, but I'm more of a left-hand finisher. I'm right-handed, but I like driving to the basket left, finishing with the left. So you have to watch a lot of film to know that.
Make them go right. Is the scouting? That's the scouting report on you.
Yeah.
What position?
I played a little combo guard, but I would say I probably thrive playing point guard mostly.
Gotcha. Okay, so how did you go from your playing career to the GA spot at Monticello, which is another great program, by the way, for anyone that doesn't know? Really good D2.
So I actually played Monticello, 8 or more times. They were in our conference, the Great American Conference. And I actually went up to Coach Tolan after we played them my senior year. And, I asked them, if there's a spot on your staff next year, if you have anything open, I'd love to be a part of it. And they actually didn't have a official GA for the men's basketball team. And so he kind of created that position for me. I was pretty fortunate he did that. And, I learned a lot last year from him and their assistant coach, Coach Johnson. They really took me under their wing and taught me a lot about being a coach. So very fortunate for that.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so your GA ended, or it was time to move on, I guess, and you got this opportunity here at Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. Give us the compare and contrast. So you've been a part of 3 programs, one as a player, one as a GA, and now you've been there how long? 6 months maybe, or not even?
Yeah, maybe a little less than that.
And obviously, you mentioned it at the jump. You guys at Oklahoma City University have won maybe 7 national championships. What is like the difference? What separates, if anything, Oklahoma City University, or is there really no difference, and it must come down to like the system and the culture and the people?
Yeah, I think that kind of goes with any program. You know, basketball is always going to be basketball, school is always going to be school, but it's kind of like you said, the culture and what you kind of establish as your identity at whatever school you're at. So I would say there's really no secret to having success at any school. It's, you know, you get out what you put in, you know. So I would say there's not a major difference, but, you know, trying to change the identity when you first enter a program.
Gotcha. And of course, not every school has Jim Abbott as their athletic director, the legend.
Correct.
Shout out to Jim.
Big legend.
And can you tell, like, is there a difference in support there? You know, is basketball, you know, the main sport in town basically, or?
Oh, this is actually a really prestigious dance and art school. I know the law school here is very well established. I would say it's an all-around athletic program. You know, there's national championships in maybe close to every sport here. You know, and the all the coaches here are, you know, longtime athletic coaches that have been in the program, you know, kind of established themselves here. So I wouldn't say that I would single out one individual sport here at this university. I think they all thrive, and they're different things. So
yeah, that's great. Cooper, are you guys playing ball yet?
No, we our fall season is actually canceled, so we're hoping for a spring season and maybe play close to 16 games, 14 games or so.
Okay.
But we're hoping on that.
Is that a school decision or a conference decision?
Yeah, it's a school
decision. Gotcha. Because I know like NAI was one of the first levels to start playing actual games. I don't know how it's gone, but.
Correct. Yeah, there's teams in our league that have been playing, but some of the games have been canceled, you know, some of them have been postponed. You just don't know how things are going to go. So, I mean, you practice like you're about to play. That's for sure.
Cooper, let's talk a little bit about you now. Like, I know as a GA, and especially like your first crack on a coaching staff, it's a lot of learning. And then you get into your second season, and now you can start trying to implement. Was there anything like you came into this program, you know, excited to do or excited to do more of, whether that's, you know, some things with player development or on the scouting side or anything like that?
Yeah, I think last year being under the assistant coach at Monticello, which was Chris Johnson, he taught me a lot about kind of micromanaging. You know, as the head assistant coach, I think you have a lot more responsibilities than you would obviously a grad assistant. So I think he kind of helped me, you know, break those down and, you know, tell me what to worry about first, and then maybe I can move on to something else, you know. And I owe a lot to him because he took me under his wing last year and definitely made me a better coach and prepared me for this opportunity I was presented this year.
Is there any difference in the responsibilities or role that you have there? Obviously, bigger title, more responsibilities, I'm sure. But what's been some of the biggest differences?
I would say, like you said, player development. There's a lot more, I think, kind of just hands-on things that I'm doing with the team, you know, organizing a lot more things, setting up certain dates for, you know, study table, or whether it's a team night we're having or whatever the case might be. It's a lot more, like I said, responsibilities and stuff on my plate than it was last year, just going to school and coaching.
Yeah, for sure. With the player development stuff and workouts that you do with guys, where do you get your ideas from, like for your workouts? Are you drawing from your own playing career? Are you getting on YouTube and checking out some other, like NBA trainers, a little bit of both? What, other coaches you've had?
Yeah, I would say a little bit of both. I think the best coaching strategy is you kind of dip your hand into every coach's philosophy and kind of what they model things after. If you don't like something a certain coach is doing, you don't have to use it. But I took a lot of things. I played for my father in college, and I think I've taken a lot of things from him this year that I've used. Obviously, Coach Tolan last year, I've taken some things that I learned from him and used. But then I've played for some coaches. Maybe I wouldn't want to use this shooting drill or this ball handling drill. Maybe, maybe add my own little philosophy to it.
So you played for your dad. Would you ever want to work for your dad?
Yeah, I would. I would definitely work for my dad. He's a real no nonsense kind of guy and just a great basketball mind. So yeah, I'd love to be around him every day, talking basketball all day.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, Cooper, tell us something non-basketball related about yourself. What did you, what's the most random thing you did during like quarantine, or maybe not most random, but what did you like to do when you're stuck at home?
Oh, and I would say I'm kind of a big video gamer. I still play some video games with some friends. A couple of my buddies play professionally overseas, so that's kind of how I stay in contact with them. And we like to have fun.
What do you play? What's your game?
I play a lot of NBA 2K, big basketball guy, and I played Fortnite kind of when it was hot, but I would say I've kind of slowed down on that. I played a little Call of Duty. Those are probably my top three.
I got you. Nice. Well, cool. Well, Cooper, we appreciate you being on here today, man. Before we let you go, what's like the best, either the thing you've learned over your few years in coaching and your many years in basketball, or like the best piece of advice you've gotten that you could share with other people? Yeah,
I would say I would go back to you can't cheat it. There's no secret to this game. It doesn't matter what role you have on the team, whether you're the head coach or the manager. You get in what you put out, and I would tell everybody, put the work in and let the rest take care of itself. Control what you can control, especially this year.
Awesome. Good stuff, Cooper. Well, best of luck. Tell Jim we said hello.
For sure, awesome. I appreciate you guys having me.
Absolutely. We'll stay in touch.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
Okay, staying in the state of Oklahoma, we're going to our guy, Ethan Murlin. What's up, Ethan? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Coming to us live from where? The Oklahoma State locker room?
Yeah, I'm in the coach's locker room right now. I actually got Coach Boynton here.
Give us a little. What's up, Coach Boynton? How you doing? Give us a little tour.
You want a tour of the locker room?
Yeah.
The coach's locker room?
Why not?
Can I flip this? It's pretty basic. You got your TV, whiteboard.
Hold on, Ethan. It's not pretty basic. You're in one of the nicest facilities in the country. All right. Go ahead. Show it off. Show us again real quick. Make sure everyone's dressed. Big time.
TV. I don't know if Coach Boynton wants to say
whiteboard. Hi. No, don't do that to him. Hey, Coach, what's up?
I don't know if he can.
Well, good deal, Ethan. Yeah, I appreciate you being on today. So, how long have you been at Oklahoma State?
This is my third year.
Okay.
I'm a junior.
You're a junior. Yeah. Have you been with the team all 3 years?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, tell us about yourself, Ethan. How did you, what made you like get into basketball and into coaching, and how did you end up going the manager route at Oklahoma State?
So I've played basketball since third grade. It wasn't really my favorite sport, but I've always liked football. I don't know. It was 2010. I watched Duke win the national championship, and that's when I really decided, like, man, that was pretty cool. That watching that team with all those guys. So that's when I was really like kind of locked into basketball. And then I transferred to a school, and that's all they had. So that was my 8th grade year, and that's when I really locked in. I didn't know I wanted to coach until it was baccalaureate during graduation, and something the pastor said just clicked. It was like, you don't really need to worry about money, because I was thinking, like, man, I need to be like a lawyer, doctor, something to make like lots of money. But when he said you don't have to worry about it, just do something you're gonna like every day, I'm like, well, there's nothing I like more than just talking to kids about basketball and helping them as much as I can. So that's when I kind of like made the decision, man, I think I want to go play, which was a little late. So I went to a tryout in Sterling, Kansas, and I actually got an offer, but one of the assistants told me, like, if you want to coach, you don't need to come play here. You need to go somewhere and be a manager. So that's when I decided to come here, and I DM'd a dude that I saw. I knew he was working with the team, so I asked him how I could become a part of it. He got me on the next fall. So now 3 years
Awesome.
later, we're in it.
I love it. Have you soaked a lot of stuff up from Coach Boyden and the staff there?
Yeah, it was pretty overwhelming at first, especially the terminology with stuff. I'm from a small school. We graduated with 21. So, I mean, I hadn't heard most of the stuff that, even still, they're saying stuff that I'm trying to pick up. But at first, it was really overwhelming. And I'd go back home, and our high school coach would ask me, like, give me something. I mean, you're learning from the best. And it was kind of hard to relay everything, but now I've kind of got it down.
That's awesome. Tell me some of the stuff you've done to get involved. You know, obviously being a manager is great. You learn by being around it every single day. But you've done some other things to get some hands-on experience. Tell us about that. Yeah,
so I'm one of the coaches for the High Plains Storm. It's kind of a smaller organization in Northwest Oklahoma. I started that 2 summers ago, coached 15 under, and then this last summer was the COVID summer. So that was kind of we kind of just made it up on the spot because there's no other teams that were even playing in our organization. So I had a 17 under team that had mainly sophomores, juniors, and a couple of seniors. But I've done that. I've helped. I went to PGC as a coach. I went into my senior year as a player, and then knew I wanted to go back, but didn't know you could as a coach just sit there and take notes and kind of be more hands-on. So I've done that. That's pretty much it.
What about there at OSU? Have you taken on more responsibilities from the time you were a freshman to now as a junior? And are you able to like get your hands on like video work and stuff like that?
It's pretty hard being that there's so much at stake and there's like a trust thing. So you have to kind of work your way up. So like your first year you do laundry, and then your second year you're on like training table. So you're making sure guys are going up and eating. Your third year, so this is a weird year. I actually wouldn't have any specific role. I'd just kind of be like wherever they need me. But we didn't add any more freshmen this year because of COVID. So now I'm back I have another laundry night. So we split that back up, and we don't have training table this year. So we haven't gotten too many opportunities to get in the film room and stuff. But
Ethan, let me tell you, you're never done with laundry night. Even when you become a head coach, there may be a day where the washing machine's broken. You got to take it to your house. It's always good to roll up your sleeves and do that every once in a while. Well, cool, man. What now? So you got 2 years left there. First of all, have they like limited the number of managers that can be around the team this year, or not? Not really.
No, we
No,
have
some schools have
the
done
same amount
that.
of guys.
Okay.
Yeah, we have 14.
Oh, nice. And are you guys starting your first games like in a week, or is it
Yes, Wednesday at
Wednesday?
UTA in Arlington.
Nice? Okay, good deal.
Yep.
Awesome, man. Right around the corner. I'm sure you're excited.
Yep. We're gonna have. I think Saturday we have a little inter squad game-like scenario. So we're going through warm-ups and everything just to make sure all the COVID protocols are ready to go.
Yeah, for sure. And then what's the plan for you after? I know you got 2 more years, so it's a little early, but what's kind of best case scenario after you're done there with your undergrad?
Man, I don't know if I want to go the GA route or if there's an opportunity to go back home. So my brother will be a senior my first year out. And if I have the opportunity to go coach him, because I've worked with him a lot, obviously, and he's getting to where it's really fun now that he's in high school, and we can kind of have that relationship where he wants to go play college basketball, and I hear all the time, seeing what it's like. So if I can go help him his senior year as an assistant, that would be kind of cool. And then maybe try to get a GA spot, but definitely go the GA route and see where it goes from there.
Nice. I love it. Ethan, what did you spend your time during the quarantine doing?
Same as Cooper. I played a lot of Call of Duty, watched a lot of Netflix. I watched the Jordan Dog, Tiger King. I was kind of all over all that.
Nice.
But,
good, man. Yeah. Well, what's the rest of the day look like for you? You're chilling in the coach's locker room now. What's next?
Yeah, today's an off day. So I need to go do some homework and then eat, lift, sleep.
Oh, man. The college days. I wish I could go back and do them all over again.
Yeah.
Well, good, man. Well, enjoy, Ethan. Good luck this season and stay in touch, man. Let us know what we can do to help.
All right. Appreciate it.
All right. Take care.